Have you ever noticed your legs feeling a little heavier, your steps less confident, or a slight wobble when you stand up after age 60? You're not alone. The simple act of getting out of a chair might feel like a push-up, and climbing stairs can feel like a workout. Maybe you've even stumbled a little when simply crossing the living room. Most people assume this is just part of getting older. Oh, it's just my age, we say. We accept it as an inevitable part of life. But what if I told you that this common belief is completely wrong? What if I told you that feeling of weakness isn't just aging? It's one of the earliest, most important signs of something you can easily reverse. And today, I have some incredible news for you. In this video, we're going to uncover a scientifically backed secret to restore your leg strength in a matter of days, not months or years. We're not talking about grueling workouts or expensive therapies. We're talking about 3 specific, essential vitamins. This isn't just health gossip or hearsay. This is a discovery supported by clinical studies, real research from institutions like Harvard and Oxford, and decades of professional experience. So, get ready to feel stronger, walk with more confidence, and reclaim your freedom. Stick with me, because your legs and your life are about to get a whole lot better. Let's get real for a moment. As we age, our bodies change. But it's the silent changes that often surprise us the most. After 60, our bones can become more fragile. Our blood flow slows down, and most notably, our muscles begin to weaken, especially in our legs. The American Geriatric Society reports that people over 60 lose 1 to 3% of their muscle mass every single year. Think about that. That means you could lose up to 15% of your leg strength in just 5 years without even realizing it. It's this gradual, quiet decline that makes simple tasks like standing up or walking feel so difficult. But why does this happen? Well, there are 3 main reasons, and they are all interconnected. The first reason is a deficiency of key vitamins. As we get older, our stomachs produce less acid, making it harder to absorb nutrients from the food we eat. This leads to a silent but serious shortage of vitamins like D3, B12, and thiamine, which we'll call vitamin B today for simplicity, but more on that later. These are all crucial for muscle contraction and nerve health. The second reason is poor blood circulation. When blood flow slows down, your leg muscles receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. The result? Early fatigue, frequent cramps, and that heavy, dragging feeling in your legs. And the third reason? Less physical activity. When we walk less or avoid stairs, our leg muscles naturally get weaker and smaller. And without the right nutrients, those muscles can't fully repair themselves, no matter how much you move. The great news is that you can completely reverse this by simply resupplying your body with these 3 missing vitamins. You can restore your leg strength and energy. It's time to take control. Let's begin with vitamin D3. Think of your body as a house and your legs as the foundation. D3 is the main switch that helps the structure stay solid and responsive. After 60, that switch often gets dim. Our skin makes less D from sunlight. We spend more time indoors, and the liver and kidneys convert D less efficiently. The result can show up where you notice it most: heavier steps, slower stand-ups, and a wobble you did not have before. Why D3 matters so much? First, bones. D3 helps your gut absorb calcium and phosphate, the raw materials for strong bones. Without enough D3, you can take in calcium and still not use it well. Second, muscles. D3 supports how muscle fibers contract and relax. Many seniors describe legs that do not fire on time when D is low. Third, nerves and balance. D3 helps nerve signaling and postural control, so your brain and lower body coordinate more smoothly. Common low D clues you can notice at home. Climbing stairs feels like lifting weights even on a good day. Night calf tightness or more frequent cramps. First few steps after sitting feel stiff or uncertain. More toe stubs, near misses, or a careful turn when you pivot. Any of these can have many causes, but if several sound familiar, checking vitamin D is a smart step. What good levels and daily amounts look like. Most guidelines for older adults suggest 800 to 1,000 IU of vitamin D3 per day as a typical maintenance range. Some people need more based on blood work, sun exposure, body weight, skin tone, and medical conditions, but that decision should be made with your clinician. The common upper limit is 4,000 IU day, unless your doctor prescribes a short course to correct a deficiency. The most reliable way to personalize is a simple blood test called 25-hydroxy-vitamin D. How to take it so your body actually uses it. Take D3 with food that includes healthy fat, eggs, yogurt, salmon, avocado, olive oil. D3 is fat-soluble. Fat helps absorption. Timing. Morning or early afternoon works well for most people. Consistency beats intensity. The same dose daily usually outperforms large, irregular doses. Food sources help, but rarely cover the gap alone. Fatty fish, salmon, sardines, fortified milk or plant milks, and eggs do contribute. But for many seniors, they add up to only a few hundred IU on typical days. That is why a modest supplement is often practical, alongside real food. Safety first, always. Too much D3 over time can raise blood calcium. Warning signs include nausea, constipation, unusual thirst, or confusion. If you ever feel off after starting any supplement, pause and call your clinician. If you have kidney disease, a history of kidney stones, parathyroid problems, or you take certain medications, for example, thiazide diuretics, long-term steroids, or Listat, discuss D3 with your care team before adjusting your dose. Recheck your 25-OHD with your clinician every 6 to 12 months if you supplement regularly. A simple D3 routine you can start this week. At breakfast, include a small fat source. Half an avocado, a spoon of Greek yogurt, or an egg. Take 800-1,000 IU D3 with that meal unless your doctor has you on a different plan. Keep a small note on the fridge. D3 with breakfast. Consistency builds results you can feel. What to look for over the next few weeks. Standing from a chair feels smoother. Fewer careful steps when you turn. The calves feel calmer at night. Stairs feel a little less like a workout. Quick recap. Vitamin D3 supports bones, muscle contraction, and balance. After 60, many people run low. A steady daily dose, taken with a meal that includes healthy fat and guided by periodic blood tests, is a safe, effective way to restore that foundation. Next, we will connect the wiring from brain to legs. If D3 is the main switch, vitamin B12 is the quality cable that carries clear signals, so your steps feel coordinated and confident. If vitamin D3 is the main switch, vitamin B12 is the wiring. It helps your brain and legs talk to each other quickly and clearly, so your steps feel coordinated, confident, and under control. After 60, many people quietly slip low on B12. Not because they eat badly, but because absorption gets harder with age and with some common medications. Why B12 matters for walking in balance. B12 helps your body build and maintain the protective coating around nerves, supports red blood cells that carry oxygen to muscles, and assists energy metabolism inside the muscle cell. When B12 runs low, signals travel more slowly, muscles tire sooner, and balance feels less steady. People often describe it this way: my legs don't listen as well, or I feel a half beat behind when I turn. Simple at-home clues that may point to low B12: tingling, pins and needles, or numbness in feet or toes, heaviness or weakness in the legs, especially when standing or walking, more stumbles, toe stubs, or near falls, even on flat ground, calf cramps at night, or a buzzing sensation in the feet, brain fog, low mood, or unusual fatigue that sleep does not fix. These can have many causes, but if you recognize several, ask your clinician about checking B12 with a simple blood test. Why seniors are at higher risk. Lower stomach acid with age makes it harder to free B12 from food. Long-term use of acid-reducing medicines, such as PPIs or H2 blockers, lowers absorption further. Metformin, a common diabetes medication, is linked with lower B12 over time. Diets low in animal products, meat, fish, eggs, dairy, provide less B12. In short, you can eat normally and still slip behind. Food sources versus reality. Rich sources include beef liver, clams, salmon, sardines, eggs, and dairy. Fortified plant milks can help. But many seniors do not eat these foods daily in amounts that reliably correct a deficiency. That is why a small, steady supplement is often the most practical path alongside real food. How much, which form, and when to take it. Common daily amounts for older adults, 250 to 1,000 mcg, micrograms, by mouth. Many choose 500, 1,000 mcg on day when levels are low or borderline. Maintenance can be lower, as guided by your clinician. Forms. Methylcobalamin and cyanocobalamin both work. Methyl is popular for sublingual lozenges. Cyano is very stable and widely used in clinics. Choose the form you tolerate and can take consistently. Timing. Morning or lunchtime is best because B12 can feel energizing. Tip. Do not take it at the exact same time as coffee or tea. Wait about 30-60 minutes to support absorption. Safety first. B12 is water-soluble. Extra amounts are usually excreted in urine, and it is generally very safe, even at higher oral doses. Still, if you have significant kidney disease, take blood thinners or receive injections for any condition. Involve your clinician to personalize your plan. If your deficiency is severe, your clinician may start with injections, then shift you to oral maintenance. A simple routine you can start this week. Put your B12 by your lunch plate as a visual cue. Take 500 1,000 mcg at lunch with water. If you also drink coffee or tea at lunch, take B12 first. Enjoy your drink 30-60 minutes later. If you take metformin or a daily acid reducer, ask your clinician to check B12 every 6-12 months. What progress can feel like over the next few weeks. Calves feel less twitchy or electric at night. Feet feel more awake and less buzzy or numb. Quicker, more confident turns and step-offs from curbs. Less careful walking on smooth floors. A small lift in energy or mental clarity. Track wins on a sticky note. Fewer near stumbles. Got up from chair smoother. Feet less tingly today. Small changes add up. Fast recap you can screenshot. Roll. Maintains nerve insulation. Supports oxygen delivery. Helps muscle energy and coordination. Clues. Tingling, numbness. Leg heaviness. Balance wobble. Brain fog. Dose 250 1,000 mcg. Day oral. Common choice 500 1,000 mcg. When? Morning or lunch. Separate from coffee tea by 30-60 minutes. Safety. Generally very safe. Personalize if you have kidney disease or take certain meds, with D3 supporting bone and muscle function and B12 sharpening the brain-to-leg connection. We have the switch and the wiring working in your favor. Next, we will add the fuel. Thiamine, vitamin B1. The quiet energy helper that can make legs feel lighter and more willing to move. If vitamin D3 is the main switch and B12 is the wiring, vitamin B1, thiamine, is the fuel. It helps your body turn food, especially healthy carbohydrates, into ATP, the usable energy that powers every step, every stand-up, and every climb. After 60, many people run a little low on thiamine without knowing it. The result can feel like this: legs that tire too soon, a heavy, draggy sensation when you get moving, or cramps that show up when you least expect them. Why B1 matters for legs and confidence. Energy production. Thiamine is a key cofactor in your cell's energy pathways. With enough B1, muscle cells make ATP more efficiently, so effort feels smoother rather than straining. Nerve support. B1 also supports peripheral nerve function, the nerves that serve your feet and lower legs, helping signals travel cleanly so coordination feels more natural. Recovery between efforts. When basic energy steps run well, you catch your breath faster between chores, and stairs feel less like a hill to climb. Clues that may point to low B1. Legs feel heavy or easily fatigued after light activity, calf or foot cramps, or a tight gripping sensation. Feeling wobbly or drained after standing up to walk across the room, short of breath on stairs more than usual for you. Lower appetite, or a sense of low drive to move. These signs can have many causes, but together, they make a friendly case to check your basics. Hydration, protein, electrolytes, and your thiamine. Why seniors are more at risk. Absorption slips with age, and many diets rely more on refined foods that contain less B1. Certain medicines increase loss of B1, especially some diuretics used for blood pressure or heart conditions. For example, loop diuretics. Diabetes is linked with greater urinary loss of thiamine. So many older adults with type 2 diabetes benefit from discussing B1 with their clinician. Regular alcohol intake can reduce B1 absorption and use. Even social amounts matter for some people. Food first, then practical supplementation. Good sources include pork, beans and lentils, sunflower seeds, peas, and whole grains such as brown rice and oats. In some countries, breads and cereals are fortified. Check labels. If your appetite is smaller, chewing is tiring, or you avoid many of these foods, a simple supplement can be a practical bridge. How much, which form, and when to take it. Daily need, RDA, about 1.1 milligrams for women and 1.2 milligrams for men. Supportive amounts used in older adults. 10-50 mg day by mouth is common. Some clinicians use 50 and 100 milligrams a day for a short period when symptoms are more noticeable. Benfotiamine, a fat-soluble B1 derivative, is sometimes used for nerve comfort. Typical oral amounts range 150 and 300 milligrams a day in divided doses. Use this option only with your clinician's guidance. Timing. Morning with your first meal is ideal, so energy support lasts into your day. Pair with food. Include a little protein or healthy fat. Yogurt, eggs, tofu, nuts, to be gentle on the stomach. Coffee tea note. If you are working to improve absorption, take B1 with breakfast and enjoy coffee or tea a bit later. Safety first. Thiamine is water-soluble. Extra amounts are typically excreted. Side effects are uncommon at usual oral doses. If you have significant kidney or liver disease, or you take multiple daily medications, involve your clinician to personalize your dose. If you drink alcohol, reduce intake and space it well away from your B1. A simple B1 routine you can start this week. With breakfast, 1 10-50 milligram thiamine tablet, and a protein bite, for example, half a cup of Greek yogurt or an egg. If you take a diuretic, write a reminder to ask your clinician about B1 at your next visit. Keep a little wins note. Less calf tightness today, stairs felt easier, more willing to walk after lunch. What progress can feel like over 1 to 3 weeks. Steps feel less heavy when you first get moving. Fewer cramps or grabbing twinges in calves or arches. Smoother recovery after light chores or a neighborhood walk. A small but real lift in motivation to be active. Quick recap you can screenshot. Roll. Turns food into usable muscle energy. Supports peripheral nerves. Clues. Heavy legs, easy fatigue, cramps, low drive to move. Dose. RDA. 1.1, 1.2 mg. Supportive 10 to 50 mg day. Sometimes 50, 100 mg short term with clinician guidance. When? Morning with food. Keep coffee tea a little later. Safety. Generally very safe. Personalize if kidney liver disease or multiple meds. With D3 restoring foundation, B12 sharpening signals, and B1 fueling your steps, the trio works together. structure, wiring, and energy. Next, let's put them on a simple daily schedule and add a 7-day starter plan so you can begin confidently and safely. Putting it together. A simple daily schedule. You now have the trio: D3 for structure, B12 for clear signals, and B1 for fuel. Here is a clean, repeatable schedule that many seniors find easy to follow. Morning, foundation and fuel. With breakfast, that includes a little healthy fat, egg, yogurt, avocado, olive oil, vitamin D3, 800-1000 IU, or the dose your clinician recommends. Vitamin B1, thiamine, 1050 milliliter. Sip water first thing. If you enjoy coffee or tea, have them after your vitamins so B1 and D3 are not competing with hot drinks. Add a 60-second leg warm-up after breakfast. 20 ankle pumps per side. 5 slow sit-to-stands. 10 heel-to-toe steps along a counter. Hold a sturdy surface. Stop if dizzy or in pain. Midday, a clear wiring. With lunch, or late morning if you prefer, vitamin B12 500-1000 mcg, micrograms by mouth. Give B12 30-60 minutes away from coffee or tea. Many people feel a gentle lift in focus and steadiness. Evening, recover and rest. Keep supplements light at night. If you take D3, do it earlier in the day. Wind down routine. Dim lights, light stretching, and consistent bedtime. Good sleep is free therapy for your legs. Food first anchors you can rotate. Breakfast ideas. Eggs with tomatoes. Greek yogurt with oats. Tofu scramble with spinach. Whole grain toast with avocado and seeds. Lunch ideas. Salmon or sardines with greens. Lentil soup. Chicken and veggies. Bean and brown rice bowl. Hydration. A glass of water on waking, then 1 glass with each meal. Safety notes that keep you confident. Kidney disease, kidney stones, or parathyroid issues. Personalize D3 with your clinician. Diabetes. Pair fruit and grains with protein, and consider a smaller B1 dose to start. Metformin or daily acid reducers. Ask to check B12 every 6 to 12 months. Part 6. Your 7-day starter plan. Use this gentle 1-week plan to feel early wins without overwhelm. Day 1. Breakfast. Egg plus half avocado. Take D3 and B1. Lunch. Simple protein plus veggies. Take B12. Log 1 note. Stand from chair felt. Nari. Day 2. Breakfast. Greek yogurt with a spoon of oats or seeds. Ditheries plus B1. Lunch. Bean or lentil soup. B12. 60-second leg warm-up after breakfast. Day 3. Repeat the breakfast you liked best. D3 plus B1. Lunch, fish or tofu with greens. B12. Note nighttime calf comfort. Day 4. Keep vitamins at the same times. Add a 10-minute easy walk or hallway laps. Day 5. Same schedule. Swap in a different lean protein or legume. Check your near stumbles count. Many see fewer by now. Day 6. Same schedule. Try a balance drill at a counter. Stand tall. Light fingertip support. Hold 10-20 seconds per leg. Day 7. Review your notes. Stairs, stand-ups, nighttime calves, confidence score 0-10. Circle 1 win. Plan your week 2. Quick at-home signs and when to check in. Improving signs to watch for. Easier first steps after sitting. Calmer calves at night. Fewer toe stubs. Smoother stair starts. Steadier turns. Check in with your clinician if you notice. New or worsening numbness, or burning in the feet, repeated falls or near falls, chest pain or shortness of breath not typical for you, foot sores that heal slowly, especially with diabetes, kidney stones history before adjusting D3, or if you start any new daily medication. Age is a number. How you feel is a practice. With D3 for structure, B12 for clear signals, and B1 for steady energy, plus good food, hydration, gentle movement, and consistent sleep, your legs can feel lighter, steadier, and more willing. Day by day. Tell us in the comments which vitamin you will start with and where you are watching from. If today's plan helped, tap like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you do not miss the next video on Healthy Every Day. 24. 5 nighttime habits to prevent leg cramps and boost lower leg circulation. Keep moving, keep smiling, and keep adding life to your years.